called me McLovin. They called me Bieber. Guards later on at different prisons would call me Squints from the Sandlot. And one day, these guys from DC, these two big black guys, saw me walking and they yanked me into the hallway.
Guards?
No, these are inmates.
Oh.
They had gotten down from a medium security prison. At the time, Obama was given a lot of clemency. There was a lot of changes like with sentencing and stuff, and people were getting resentenced for drugs. So a lot of guys in these higher security prisons worked their way down, and they ended up there. And so what ends up happening is that they yank me into the bathroom and they're like, listen, buddy, they hand me a number with like their commissary account number. They're like, you're going to start putting money on here and we're going to protect you. We're going to guard your phone. We're going to make sure you're good. No one's going to mess with you. And I'm like, I don't need protection. Like, I'm good, and right then and there, one of the guys just slaps the glasses right off my face. Everyone still says my cheeks are still red from that slap. The other guy's like has me like pinned up against the bathroom wall. My glasses go flying across the bathroom. And they're like, you don't have an option here, buddy. Like, you're going to pay us this money or you're out of here. You're going to get hurt. And one guy had like a big, a lot of these guys here that came from higher security prisons were walking around with like literally steel blades in them that they would make like shanks. It was crazy. And I was scared, man.
Where were they hiding the shank?
They would keep it down like their crotch. It's the same way they would like hide cell phones and stuff. Yeah. Wow. And what ends up happening is I end up finding some guys from like the New York car. And still at this point, no one from the Connecticut car or anyone has approached me to help me or anything like that. But I approached these guys and I kind of work out a deal where I became friendly with them. I used my personality and likability and got friendly with them and saw that they had some influence in the New York car, which was the largest, car or gang on the compound. And I worked out a deal that I was giving him whatever he needed in commissary, like $50-$60 a week. And basically what it looked like was that I was like his bitch, kind of, getting him the stuff, or his staying, they would call it. And in return, no one could touch me because no one's going to infringe on another man's hustle. And those DC guys were eventually moving around so much, causing so much trouble. Everyone wants the economy to be stable. They want peace. People want to go about their business without bringing heat to the unit. And these guys who are trying to extort everyone left and right were causing heat. So someone ends up planting a cell phone on their beds or in their boot. They get raided and they get hauled out of there. And sent to the SHU and sent to another compound. So that was like the end of that saga.